Girl, yes. Welcome to Tyler's Tableside Tea Talk. Today I'm joined with the recently eliminated Foti.
Hello.
Foti, what did you bring as your snack today?
I brought a whole bag of, well, it's mostly empty, but I brought a bag of chips.
Oh, and me, just a strawberry.
Don't make it look bad.
Well,
I don't have to.
Don't make that
No,
face.
they have
Don't
to.
make that face.
Foti, I enjoyed watching you this season.
Mhm.
How are you feeling after today's episode?
I had quite a few tears shed. I was like hyperventilating on the porch earlier, but I'm chilling now. It's okay. I got 7. It's not bad.
I'm gonna say it's not a bad placement at all. I've never had to experience getting eliminated, so I wouldn't.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't really know how it feels, but I can imagine it's pretty disheartening and embarrassing. Today was extremely messy
Yes.
with all of the fighting, the screaming, the challenges, the whatever the hell happened in the living room.
Oh, well, yes.
You were a person that was definitely on one side of the argument, but you weren't the most vocal in the fighting and everything.
Yeah.
Was that just like who you are as a person? Was it your strategy? What was going on that moment?
Well, I don't really like fighting that much. It's a very different energy than online fighting, because online I'll be screaming at a screen, but it's kind of different when the person's in the room. So...
well, he wasn't in the room, so.
Shut the fuck up. This is Tyler's table talk
he wasn't
time.
in the room. He was in that locked door.
see, but it was so weird because Emily and Abbey were screaming, and I was like, he's locked behind a door right now. He can't even, like, see you. So I guess...
Well, that's right.
And then he just-
man voice.
Shut the fuck up!
And then he just, like, randomly just, like, walked out with smiling, put on sunglasses, and then went to go play some games outside. And I was like, this is the most one-sided house fight I've ever seen. Because it wasn't a house fight, it was just people bitching about Jalen, which was deserved, but...
Oh?
Oh, yeah, Jalen 100% deserved. I think Jalen should have got a 0 for that daily, 100%, without a doubt.
I don't have opinions on that. You were the first person to win a daily this season, so congratulations. You weren't
Thank
leaving
you.
empty-handed.
Thank you.
How did that make you feel, and do you think it affected your game positively or negatively?
Well, it's kind of funny because at the very beginning in the confession I said I didn't want to win it, which is true. I didn't want to win the first daily because I would just be seen as a threat.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I got the win, I was like, well, okay.
All the other ones.
But then I went to go flop on almost all of the rest of them. So it was fun. I think for the first week I was pretty confident that no one was going home, because that's just normal tradition on Eliminator.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, you know what, let me just make some bonds, maybe make an alliance or two, and then people started targeting me, so it was fun.
Yeah.
It just went straight downhill after that.
That wasn't your only win. You also were in HOH during reality week.
Yes.
Now, around the town, people are saying that reality week was a waste.
Yes.
Do you stand by your decisions? What would you have done differently?
I would have put Jalen on the block next to Michael instead of Aaron, and I think Jalen probably would have gone home if that happened. You know what? I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't just blindside Jalen and put him up, because he probably would have gone home next to Michael. Because even though Abbey wanted Michael gone, I think Chey and Eliov and everyone else who was like still there would have probably voted to evict Jalen, because it just would have been easier to vote him out instead of Michael.
Mm-hmm.
So looking back, I probably would have changed that, but
I'd say there's a lot going on in there. There's not a lot of time to talk.
yeah, I didn't get any time to talk, because after Eliov won the POV, I literally had no time to talk to anyone. It was just straight into it, and I was like, I kind of wish I had time to talk, because I think if I would have had something, had I had time to talk to people, I probably would have put up Jalen instead of Aaron.
You were pretty social in this game. You talked a little bit with everyone, kind of, planting seeds throughout
Yes.
everyone's heads. Who was your favorite person you got to work with this season?
Cherry, without a doubt. I love Cherry. I've talked to Cherry for almost me and Cherry, we but my mom's gonna see that and be like, cut that. We're not airing that. My mom cannot know that. Me and Cherry have always talked. We've always allied. Recently, we've become really good friends. And coming here, I knew Cherry was probably gonna be here, so I was really excited to see her. And me and Cherry, I was like, without a doubt, she was my closest ally. I was so pissed when she got sent home, and I tried really hard to keep her here. But it just didn't work out. But if Chey was still here, I think, things would have gone differently, but just how it works.
Did you expect anything more from her?
Oh. You know what? Honestly, yeah, I did not think Chey was going to be third boo.
Okay.
I thought Chey was going to last a little bit longer. Honest to God.
I would have liked Chey to last a little bit longer, so we could have gotten, the chance to see her ass get knocked out and the tape pulling comp.
I would have loved to see Chey be in the tape challenge.
I'm sure many other people would have loved to see that as well. You mentioned Cherry. There was a couple of other people in the house that maybe had their eyes on you in not a positively way. I think that kind of got you sent home. One of those people was Chey.
Yeah.
The first week, Chey was pretty certain that she was in the bottom, and you decided to not save her.
Yes.
Do you think if you would have saved her, there would have been a different outcome this week?
Probably. I think I would have probably got saved today had I saved Chey week 1. I didn't save Chey week 1 because Alexis was going to target me for it. Because Alexis was very adamant about the fact that if I saved Chey and she ended up in the bottom 3 because of it, that she was going to openly target me. Like, she said it to my face that she was going to target me. And I already knew that because I won the first daily challenge, I already had a target on my back, so I didn't need to make, a bigger target. But looking back, what was Alexis going to do to me, honestly?
She didn't have much time to do much, so...
Yeah. So I probably would have saved Chey, but I'm looking back on it because Chey probably would have saved me. But I don't know. Chey also came out to us like, after the elimination, was like, I consider you to be like a really big threat in the final, which is also why I didn't save you. And I was like, that's fair. Because I know Chey wants to win the final, and the best chance for Chey to win the final is to be a field that she thinks she can be.
Mm-hmm.
And, Jalen doesn't have a hand, so.
Well, that'll do it. Speaking of the final, there's still a lot more game to play, especially with the points being raised and such. Who do you think's gonna make it to the final? Possibly win?
I think Eliov could win the whole thing. I think even though he's in the bottom 3 this week, Eliov is still, performing very well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Eliov is very good at physical competitions. Also Emily. I think Emily could also do very well in the final. I think that the two of them are very strong physically. They have great games going for them. I wouldn't be mad if either one of them won.
I don't know what can happen these next couple weeks. There's definitely some people targeting Emily, some people wanting to get Eliov out, make a move. Many people want Jalen out now.
Yes.
So there's still a lot that can happen. Do you have any regrets or anything that you changed this season?
I got asked this in my confessional, and my answer was no, and I think it's gonna stay no.
Yeah.
I think that even if there were things looking back that I could have done differently, I always did what was best for my game going forward. What I thought was going to be best for my game going forward. So even though there were mistakes here and there, there's nothing like a super deeply regret, because I just feel like everything I did was for a reason, whether it was good or bad.
That's good. I mean, you definitely didn't do a bad job this season. You got a bunch of accomplishments. You should be proud of yourself. The last question I have is, would you ever come back, given the chance?
I would come back, but it has to be for like a fans versus favorites or something, or like
not All-Stars?
I don't think I'm getting asked for All-Stars. I don't think I'm getting asked for All-Stars. If I get invited to All-Stars, I probably would accept. I probably would go. I think I would come back as like a fans versus favorite season or an all-returning season. I wouldn't want to do a like rookie season and just be the only returning, because we saw how that worked out for Violet. So I wouldn't want to do that, but I would come back for like an all-returning season for sure.
That's completely fair. Well, that was the last question I had for you. You did a great job this season, Foti. Bring it in. Oh, I'm sweaty. I'm sorry.
I am too, don't worry.
Well, y'all, that sums it up for Tyler's Table Talk with snacks. I'll see y'all next time.
You have just given up on the outro.
The outro.